Okay, so first step, hooking a leg on. What we often do is go to hook on our strong leg, and then we have our weak hand at the top. Obviously, we want to do everything on both sides, but just keep that in mind if it feels really unnatural. So I'll always hook on my opposite side. So that means I have good old righty at the top. So we're hooking on the leg. Don't have it super high, so it almost wants to be just slightly below right angle for the best optimal place. Right, top hand, head height, like literally head height. When you come to do this, it's going to feel easier at the start if you're kind of hanging off the arm like this. That feels easier at the start, but it's not going to get you up. So head height, super, super important for all the drills. The literally height of your forehead, that's where it goes. The bottom hand goes on underneath the leg. So if you've got right leg hooked, it'd be right hand down, underneath, remembering to do it in that bracket grip, magic finger down. I kind of push my shoulder back and down and reach down, and then my top shoulder I push back and down and onto the pole. So that shoulders back and down, massive pull through the top arm, massive push through the bottom arm, but none of this, and that's dead important. So it's really important, especially if you've not done this before, film the first couple of drills and make sure this top arm doesn't go to straight and this shoulder doesn't end up like this. That's really common if it does. That's just something to work towards. So the good thing about this is you can, even if you're not quite ready to take it up, which can take a long time, this will sort of help you work towards it. Even doing the first few bits of this is really difficult. So my legs on, bottom hand's underneath. The first thing I'm going to do is turn my body towards the pole. So I'm trying to sort of wrap myself around like I'm doing a cradle spin. So this leg hook helps me get my bum off the floor. So that's what we want to be comfortable with first. Again, if at any point you're hanging out on that top arm, go back a stage. This gets the worst bit of like deadlifts and muscle ups is that initial getting the bum off the floor. So that's all it is, that first second, literally bum off the floor. And then you want to go from that hooked leg to unhook and roll it up on the thigh. So it's hooked on, and then as soon as my bum comes off the floor, it unhooks and rolls over. So I've got my foot off the floor and I'm rolling over into this tuck position. That, if you're doing it again, like I say, with the bent arm, is super, super difficult. So both arms, both sides, top hand head height, bottom hand underneath, shoulders way away from my ears, big pull, tucking it in, and now the pole is on the tops of both my thighs. What I've established here is that I can hold quite a lot of my body weight with my shoulders engaged and my arms bent. So now, if you can manage that, next stage. So the next stage will be seeing if we can get like a toe onto the pole. So whilst I'm doing it, instead of going into that cradle position, I'm going to go up, I'm going to start to bring my head down and try and get my foot on, and then bring it down. What we want to watch, what often happens is the bum slips down, and whilst the foot goes up, we end up in that extended arm position and the bum sunk down. So we need to make sure we're avoiding that and that this arm stays bent all the way through. So we're leaning back and I've got control of it with that bent arm. Fucking hell, this is hard, mate. Right, if we're doing that, we can try, if you've got your extended butterfly or butterfly, try and creeping a bit more of a calf on and take it into a butterfly. So there's a couple of different ways to do this. One is to push your body and push your hips all the way up. Another way is to slide that bottom hand down. It depends what you're comfortable with, but do it really with caution. So in that position, trying to get that ankle on, and then from here maybe slide the bottom hand down and turn yourself into a butterfly. Yay! The other option is to try and push your hips up, which is a good way to do it. If you're looking to train like muscle ups and deadlifts, I would say try and not let that bottom hand move at all and try and get the push and the bum up. This is proper good for training towards those things. So otherwise try and get the ankle on and then push the bum up. Yay! What you'll notice is if you don't move the bottom hand, you'll end up with a proper bend in your top arm, which is perfect for doing Aisha. But if when you do butterflies, if you like practiced Aishas with me and you practice like this bent arm position and it feels horrendous holding a butterfly like that, then avoid that, because remember, if that hand doesn't move, you'll push up into a perfect arm position for Aisha, which is that bent top arm and the hands quite close together, but it might be like quite upsetting for you if you end up in a butterfly or extended butterfly if you're not used to doing it that way. So just keep that in mind. The final step really, if you are solid taking it into a butterfly, extended butterfly. Yeah, exactly the same. Ankle on, and then again pushing out into that extended butterfly position. Yeah, so the final step to get it into an Aisha, and this actually helps if you've got leg flexibility, this will help you loads. This leg wants to come up onto the top arm as it comes up. So instead of, by all means when you're practicing, use your foot on the pole to try and pull you round into it, but we're trying to eliminate that. The way we do that, and the way we kind of keep our balance as we're lifting it, is to push that leg, the leg that's going up, push it into that top arm, and that kind of pushes in and helps you get your balance whilst you bring it up into an Aisha. So you try from here, get that leg that's on the floor, up and over, and onto that arm. So I'm on the pole here, because I'm trying to do it slowly, and then you push through, taking it into the Aisha. Whew. Super, super hard, mega hard. Again, make sure this arm stays bent. You are massively pulling, massively pushing. You're going to have to remember to get your head down, which feels disgusting and it can feel really scary. So make sure this is all done completely controlled all the way through first, and there should be no wazzing, no wazzing. When I say wazz it into an Aisha, I mean lift, slow and controlled, no wazzing. So nice and controlled. Any questions at all? If there's anything you're not sure of, message me, let me know. Send me videos of how you're getting on and I can send you abuse back. Yay! Enjoy!